And then it comes to preparing our food, and here it can often go wrong. So for instance, our root vegetables, the vegetables that grow under the ground, we generally peel the skin, and a lot of the nutrients, almost 50% of the nutrients, will lie just under the skin. Then have a look at how you're actually preparing that food. Are you preparing it far in advance, or are you preparing it just before you're cooking it? And how we cook our food is probably one of the most neglected parts of the whole food chain, because we tend to heat blast it, we tend to cook in a lot of the ways that are going to destroy the last nutrients left in our food. So I am talking about fruits and vegetables here because it is such an important part of our diet. They carry vitamins, minerals, age-defying antioxidants, fibre to keep the digestive system healthy. They have so many valuable and vital properties. And we firstly cook them in water, and water is going to leach out many of the nutrients because so many of the vitamins in our food are water soluble. And the water-soluble vitamins will be leached out when you boil something in water. Even steaming has its problems because steaming really is a cooking method which is supposed to be done quite quickly, but it's still a wet cooking method, so you're still having steam, you're still having water in contact with the vegetables. And if you're cooking them for a long time, rather than just getting the very hardness out and making them more digestible, and if you can see colour in the water when you've boiled vegetables, or if you can see colour in the water when you steam them, then the chances are you've lost quite a few water-soluble nutrients because a lot of the nutrients are coloured. And some cooking methods not only use water, but they use an awful lot of heat. So if we're not boiling, we tend to be frying or baking or roasting. And those cooking methods are done at really high temperatures. So when we're cooking, we really need to look at how we're cooking, whether we're using water, leaching the nutrients, whether we're using heat, blasting out quite a few nutrients, and in particular when we're cooking with fat. Fats that we really need to look at avoiding are too many saturated fats, and the ones we absolutely need to avoid are the hydrogenated fats and the trans fatty acids, and these are the products of processing, either by chemically altering the fats, flooding through hydrogen ions, or by heating to quite high temperatures. Heating will destroy the beneficial properties of fats and turn fats into something else. It's always a question that we get asked all the time as nutritionists: what should I cook in? Which fat should I use to heat? Because the only fats that are safe and stable to heat are the saturated fats. But the saturated fats are what we classify as the bad fats. These are the fats that clog up the cell membranes, they cause inflammation within the body, they can get clogged up in the cardiovascular system, leading to heart problems and cardiovascular disorders. And in terms of the inflammation aspect of these fats, almost every disease has a root in inflammation, certainly every disease which is associated with ageing. And although we're living longer, we want to live well, and the statistics are not showing that. We're living longer, but we're living sick and with degenerative disease and pain.
More than 12 million people in the UK are at increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, but it's estimated that more than half of all cases could be prevented or delayed. Saladmaster has a 70-year history in cookware innovation and is working in partnership with Diabetes UK to raise awareness of type 2 diabetes. Mariana Hotter reports on Saladmaster's mission to inspire people to eat better, live better, and achieve the life they desire.
Lunch is being prepared at the Saladmaster kitchen. On the menu, fresh veg and stovetop soda bread. It's a simple but effective demonstration of just how easy good food can be.
It started with our food processor, which is why we were called Saladmaster. It was the master of salads, but then we grew that into a specialist cookware range. And, our mission is to inspire people to eat better, live better, and live the life they desire.
What's the principle, Io, behind the Saladmaster system?
Well, the principle is that we cook at 86 degrees centigrade, 187 Fahrenheit, and we cook in an airtight container with a medium to low heat. And what that does, it maximizes the nutrition in the food.
So no oil, no fats, no water or stock?
No. So you don't need to, because the food has got its own natural juices, if you think about it. So what we're doing is we're using the natural juices in the food to cook the food.
Diabetes is potentially the most devastating health crisis of our time. There are more than 4 million people in the UK living with type 2 diabetes and a further 12 million people at increased risk of developing the condition. The charity Diabetes UK also estimates that more than half of all cases of type 2 diabetes could be prevented or delayed. Raising awareness is crucial.
Salad Master are working in partnership with the charity Diabetes UK to raise awareness of type 2 diabetes, helping more people understand the condition, their own risks and the role of healthy eating.
If type 2 diabetes is left untreated, it can cause lots of complications. So increased sugar in your blood can lead to complications with your eyes, with your feet, with your heart. And those are things that can happen over time if type 2 diabetes is left untreated or if it isn't managed well. So that's why we need to get those messages out to people so they understand kind of how serious a condition it is and also what action they can then take to help themselves. There are some things we can't do anything about. You know, we can't do anything about how old we are, for example, or where we come from. But we can do things about blood pressure, and managing weight. And you know, we say that we want people to be eating better, to be moving more, and to be managing their weight. And those are the three things that people can do to really help to reduce their risk of type 2 diabetes.
The main challenge is people don't actually know their risk, which is one of the main things that we're wanting to raise awareness of as part of the partnership. Diabetes UK have a wealth of tools available. One of them is the Know Your Risk tool, and that's one of the things that we want to raise awareness of as well. But it is a global issue, and I think that is why the partnership is so great with Salad Master, because one of the biggest ways you can prevent, manage, delay the onset of diabetes is through managing your weight, managing your diet, living a healthier lifestyle, and that is one of the key benefits of Salad Master, really.
The coronavirus pandemic has meant that Salad Master dealers globally have had to adapt. The in-home cooking demonstrations and in-person cooking shows have now become virtual. However, the energy and passion to inspire more people to eat well hasn't wavered.
One of the things that's so positive about our partnership with Salad Master is that we share the same goals. You know, we're aiming to help people to live more healthily. And so what we can do in partnership with Salad Master is reach more people than we can reach on our own, with those key messages about how people can keep themselves healthy and prevent themselves from getting type 2 diabetes.
Before I got involved, I never used to really cook because it was a lot of fuss. And it's easier sometimes to just go out or order a takeaway. But I can make you a pizza quicker than you can wait for it to be delivered to you, just like I've shown with the bread there. So when you can make cooking simple or simpler, then you cook more, which means you get more benefits. Think about it, everybody eats. So it's all about eating healthy. And we want to be one of the leaders of moving people back to healthy home cooking, because that's the best.